down by 4. Heidemann bringing it across. It's a 2-point shot up, but not in, and Minnesota...
What happens when the biggest underdogs in the WNBA walk into the house of the hottest team in the league and absolutely shock the world? Well, that's exactly what happened last night in Minneapolis. And trust me, you're not going to believe how this went down. Hey, WNBA fam. Before we dive into this insane upset, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the bell for all the latest WNBA breakdowns. Today we're breaking down how the Atlanta Dream just pulled off one of the biggest upsets of the 2025 season. Let me paint the picture for you. Coming into last night, the Minnesota Lynx were sitting pretty at 22-4, the best record in the Western Conference. They had won 14 straight games at home. 14! That's not just good, that's historically dominant. Meanwhile, the Atlanta Dream at 14-10 were the classic good but not great team. And the betting world? Oh man, they had no faith in Atlanta. The Lynx were 8.5-point favorites with negative 386 odds to win straight up. That means you'd have to bet $386 just to win $100 on Minnesota. Twitter was absolutely brutal to Atlanta. One account called their defense like a leaky umbrella in a hurricane. Another was already counting Minnesota's money before tip-off. But here's the thing about basketball, that's why they play the games. Now let's talk about the woman who made this upset possible, Brittney Griner. And folks, this performance was personal. Griner scored a season-high 22 points on an absolutely efficient 8 of 13 shooting from the field. But here's what makes this even more special. This is the same Brittney Griner who just a few days ago had an emotional return to Phoenix, where she played for 11 seasons. The basketball gods were clearly smiling on her this week. And the timing couldn't be better. There's been talk all season about whether Atlanta needs to get Griner more involved in their offense. Well, Carl Smesko and the Dream coaching staff got their answer last night. Absolutely. And the timing couldn't be better. There's been talk all season about whether Atlanta needs to get Griner more involved in their offense. Well, Carl Smesko and the Dream coaching staff got their answer last night. Absolutely. But this wasn't just the Brittney Griner show. While she was cooking, Minnesota's superstar Napheesa Collier was putting up video game numbers. 32 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals, and 2 blocks. That's an MVP caliber performance right there. The crazy part? Atlanta shot 52.3% from the field, while Minnesota shot an even better 56.1%. So how did the Dream win? Free throws. Atlanta went 14 of 17 from the charity stripe, 82.4%, while Minnesota struggled at 5 of 8, 62.5%. Sometimes it's the little things that win big games. And let's give credit where it's due. Courtney Williams, who all those betting Twitter accounts were hyping up for over 14.5 points, she delivered with 18 points and was absolutely clutching down the stretch. Now here's where it gets really dramatic. With just 3 minutes left, Atlanta was up 83-70. You're thinking, game over, right? Wrong. This is why Minnesota has been so good at home all season. The Lynx went on an absolutely insane comeback attempt. Napheesa Collier hit a clutch basket to pull them within 3 points with just 11.3 seconds left on the clock. The Target Center was going crazy. But here's the thing about upset victories. They require ice in your veins when it matters most. The Dream held their composure, made their free throws, and walked out of Minneapolis with one of the most shocking victories of the season. And oh my goodness, the reactions on social media were priceless. Dream fans were absolutely losing their minds. And honestly, can you blame them? This is the same team that lost to these Lynx in overtime just a month ago in their previous meeting. Lynx fans, they were in complete disbelief. Some were giving credit to Atlanta, others were talking about how this loss might actually help Minnesota in the long run by humbling them before the playoffs. But the funniest reactions came from all those betting experts who were so confident about this game. Let's just say there were a lot of deleted tweets, and some very expensive lessons learned about why we call them upsets for a reason. So what does this upset actually mean for both teams? For Atlanta, this is huge for their playoff positioning. They're showing they can beat elite teams on the road when it matters most. That's the kind of confidence you need heading into postseason play. For Minnesota, this might actually be a blessing in disguise. Sometimes the best teams need a reality check before the playoffs start. No team goes undefeated, and it's better to learn these lessons now than in a do-or-die playoff game. Plus, let's be real, Minnesota is still 22-5 and has the best record in their conference. One loss doesn't change their championship aspirations. What an absolutely incredible game. This is why we love the WNBA. On any given night, any team can beat any other team if they come ready to play. What did you think about this upset? Did you see it coming? Or were you as shocked as everyone else? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you're subscribed because we've got so much more WNBA content coming your way. Until next time, keep supporting women's basketball, and I'll see you in the next one.